Welcome to the 8-Bit Gary Don. Here we make original content for you. So take a seat, grab some soda and some popcorn, and get ready for this video from the 8-Bit Gary Don. This girl, fact, I lately just got done watching the season finale of season 2 of Chucky. You guys know I'm a big Chucky fan? Why I thought of the season finale, where do I think the Chucky franchise will go on from here? First of all, I thought this was better than season 1. Probably because it had more of Andy in it, and that's probably the literally only reason. I mean, it also had Glenn and Glinda and more Kyle, so that was also true. But I mean, it had more Andy, so yeah, it had more Andy. And is Andy good in this season or what? Anytime we get any little bit of Andy, we all love it because it's Andy Barkley. Episode 1, right off the bat, Jake's little adoptive brother, Gary. I didn't enjoy that. I did not enjoy when he got killed the same episode. That was quite saddening. Now I kind of share my name with the Chucky characters. That's pretty cool. If only one had the Dawn, but I'll take what I can get. Then they had the Bell Doll, which I thought was a good little nod to Bride Chucky and came very important later on in the season. And then Chucky made a bomb. And I'm sure, I still don't know how to feel about that. Chucky using Uber, that's hilarious. I love it. I love the trio. I love seeing them together, of course. And then basically the whole saying for this season, the Catholic school, what I thought was interesting, really gave me Child's Play 3 vibes. My least favorite Chucky movie besides the 2019 remake, but I still like that movie. I still like it, so I'm glad they gave a little nod, little hint, Child's Play 3. And let me talk about good Chucky for a minute. At first, I was like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then I was like, oh, what are you doing? You can't call this guy. I really love you. He's literally my new favorite Chucky. I really loved good Chucky. I fell in love with this good guy doll. Man, this thing was amazing. I was really sad when he turned out to be bad and died. Also, Death's this season, bussin'. Then we got Buff Chucky. Okay.
Oh no, he's hot!
I like it. I love it. It's a little bit of Sea of Chucky kind of vibes, but not too much. Guys, no, I do like Sea of Chucky. It's just that film went way too much on the goofiness. And then we got the return of Glenn and Glinda. Yes! I love the characters of Glenn and Glinda, and see them return. Amazing. Not only were they played by one of my favorite actresses, Lashlyn Watson, but I thought the characters were really done well. And Tiffany, while at some points her character could get annoying, like how she would literally only watch Liar Liar, which a very good Jim Carrey movie, but still, play something else. Although, but it's Tiffany, so, you know, it's Tiffany. It's Tiffany. What more do I say? It's Tiffany. And then with the reveal that Jennifer Tilly's actually inside the Tiffany doll from Sea of Chucky, and then had that revealed by a semi-truck, which same death from Brad Chucky, by the way. I have to point that out. Could be a reference, not sure. But we know it's the same Tiffany doll because, you know, the X mark that Chucky gave her in Sea of Chucky. So it's kind of sad to see that doll go, since that is the one from Bride of Chucky. So that was a little bit saddening. And Nico's robotic arms. Okay. And then we got the Glenn doll, and isn't that right, Glenn? And then I actually mentioned this in a video I made last year when season 1 was over, things I want to see in Chucky season 2. And I wanted to see whatever happened to the the movie they were making in Sea of Chucky called Chucky Goes Psycho. And we actually got to see what happened to it. It got finished, so that made me happy. Wow, we actually got to see that. And Jesus Andy, love it. Red hair Kyle, do not love it. And the whole thing with the therapist, Dr. Mixter, came out of nowhere, but I liked it in the end. That's what dumb as he does, man. He introduces something wild, but he makes it work. And Colonel Chucky, oh my god, terrifying, bald, Mr. Clean Chucky. Underwhelming death, but at least it was Andy that got the kill, right? And let's just talk about the entirety of episode 7. That could be a season finale all on its own. The exorcism of Chucky, it was amazing. Bringing 3 generations of Chucky survivors all together, it was like the dressing room with the minion of the Chucky franchise. Nice Hannibal Lecter reference, I did like it. And then Andy got that final shot on what we thought was the last good guy doll. And I started getting really emotional. I thought, oh my gosh, is this the end of Chucky? But it wasn't, of course. I thought they explained Chucky was still alive, you know, with Dr. Mixture was decent. And the way Andy and Kyle went off was like, could this be the last time we see these characters? I would kind of hate that guy. I really love the characters of Andy and Kyle. But I would understand, because, you know, they are basically the franchise. But at least they were mentioned in episode 8 by Lexi, Devin, and Jake, so that was nice. And the whole thing with Chucky actually being the Bell doll, so unexpected, but I loved it. But the whole thing with Caroline switching sides, I didn't really like it. I actually really liked Caroline as a character. I thought she was actually a pretty good actress for being such a young age, and I don't know how to feel about that. It's probably going to grow on me like everything else in this entire franchise. But I'm kind of selling it for a while. Hopefully it was Mrs. Fairchild or Glenn that she knew something about Chucky all along. I don't know where that fits in with the lore. How she knew. I'm gonna look back and literally every single Chucky victim. Maybe she's a relative or something. I don't know. One thing that I am like slightly like, no, I need to know is that Dawn didn't have season 3 at the end of like the episode. There wasn't like mention of like a movie, so we know something's coming. So it could be another movie, it could be season 3, probably season 3, but we don't know. And also, the fact they kind of renamed now Glenn and Glinda to Gigi, which is what my family calls me. It's one of my many nicknames. Dawn, are you trying to make a reference to me or something, man? And I guess I'm kind of sad to see Glenn and Glinda's human bodies go. Not just because it was Latch and Watson, but I mean, it was Latch and Watson. But look, also, what do you think about Chucky Season 2? But I guess, bye-bye, Scarlet Thacker.